Tiffany here with Years of Years, and it's this day in Disney for September 8th. And on this day in 1989, Nights of Joy opened up again for its season at Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World in Florida. And Nights of Joy was something that I didn't actually know about until now. This was an annual contemporary Christian music festival that actually ran from 1983 to 2017. So it was normally hosted at the Magic Kingdom in September. In 2018, it was canceled and replaced with Eat to the Beat concert series with the Christian pop artists performing over there like Mercy Me and Torrin Wells as part of the lineup. So the Nights of Joy actually, or Night of Joy, inspired two other Christian rock festivals in Orlando area. Cornerstone, Florida, that was from 2003 to 2007, and they did that for the month of May. And then Rock the Universe at Universal Studios in Florida, and that's been in operation since 1998. And so this, I don't know if they're doing that this year. I know they canceled, you know, Halloween Horror Nights, so I don't know if they're doing an event like this or any of the stuff that they normally do. But anyway, they were inspired by Night of Joy. So the venue, so they performed this event at the Magic Kingdom at Cinderella's Castle, and then also at Disney's Hollywood Studios from 2008 to 2009 concerts, then back to Magic Kingdom, and then towards the end it was over at the ESPN Wild World of Sports complex from 2016 to 2017. So there were 6 artists who performed at all these venues. So Casting Crowns, Chris Tomlin, Mercy Me, Newsboys, Red, and Toby Mac. And then there were other performers, Natalie Grant, Amy Grant, Stephen Curtis Chapman, and many, many more. There was lots of artists that came and performed at this. So the very first headlining performer was Leon Norman Patillo, and that was back in 1983. That was Night of Joy, and something exciting that was happening for a lot of people over at the Magic Kingdom mostly. And like I said, it ran for 35 years. So next up, in 1998, the Walt Disney World attraction, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, was permanently closed. So sad for so many people. This was one of Magic Kingdom's opening day attractions, and it was based off of the ride over at Disneyland that you know, everyone loves, and lots of people love this ride. So despite the ride's popularity and many protests, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride was replaced by The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which, okay, so we love that ride, especially because when we first started coming as a whole family to Walt Disney consecutively, you know, Miles was little, Kamora, our 2 youngest, were littler, and this was a ride they loved. They loved Winnie the Pooh, so we always loved it. I didn't even realize that Mr. Toad had been there, because, you know, when you go as a kid, it's all jumbled. But anyway, so when I found out that it was replaced there, I was like, oh no, that's so sad. So I wasn't the only one. Lots of people protested this at the time. There is a website protesting it called Save Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, a whole website people made to protest taking down the ride. So you can go check that out. And then fans protested the day, maybe the week of. They wore their green shirts and had signs saying Save Mr. Toad. So there are lots of little things that commemorate this ride at Walt Disney World, and I'll let you go discover them. If you're a fan of Mr. Toad, you probably already know where they are, but there's lots of little things you can find. But I'll give you one because it's kind of, I think it's the most visual, at least, that most people know is in the Pet Cemetery over at Haunted Mansion. Mr. Toad is up there at the top, you know, waving at us, so you can see him there. But go look around. There's some other things, even on the Winnie the Pooh ride, that are a tribute to Mr. Toad, and that's the same way with the Snow White ride. So yeah, check that out. But that's it for this day in Disney. If you never heard of Nights of Joy, you can go look for videos online. And then, of course, if you've never been on Mr. Toad, go watch a POV. It's a really interesting ride. And I think these two topics actually, if you think about it, are direct opposites of each other. Because, you know, Nights of Joy is more positive, Christian event, and then you have Mr. Toad's ride where, you know, it gets pretty dark and pretty sinister parts of the ride, so pretty funny. But go check those two out, and